What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Full Metal Geek. We are still pushing out round 3 matches, getting some new matches in, and just because I love them so much, Adelaide's still back with me. Adelaide, now you're just here now.
Yeah,
I'm okay with you just being here now.
I've wore you down. The bad jokes are now just Stockholm syndrome, and I have found my rightful place as asking the half as good questions as your half as better questions.
I appreciate that as well. But yeah, no, we got another interesting match coming today. This is more of a returning match. This is Richard Schwartz versus Ryan Permison. Richard just coming back from last season, and Ryan actually coming back from our first season here at Full Metal. He didn't test back in for season 2, but he did test back in for season 3. And these are two competitors that I'm very interested to see what happens, because for their records, this all depends on the game they bring. Yeah. These two competitors know their stuff, but it really depends on what they're bringing in today. Sometimes they have good round 1s and bad round 2s. Sometimes they have bad round 1s and good round 2s. It really is going to depend on what they get here today. So what do you think about these competitors?
Admittedly, I don't know much about them in Full Metal. I know a lot about Richard from fandom, where he has had some crazy upsets against the likes of people like Jeremy Adams and Caleb Boatman, but also recently retired as of late last season. Whereas Ryan is someone who's played a little bit less consistently, so his ability to improve as a player could be lying beneath, and I know nothing about it. I see him basically only in Classic and a couple matches over in other leagues. So he has the chance to just blow my preconceived notions out of the water. Whereas Richard is someone who has a lot of potential, but also again has a decently negative record. So it could honestly go both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and talk to them real quick. First, we are going to speak to Mr. Richard Schwartz. Richard, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Like I said, you had a really good start last season. Didn't go your way after that, but you were able to retest back in. You're here again, and your record's reset. So you're not in a situation where, I don't get a match in forever. You know, you're 0-0 again. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good to come back. I'm always happy to compete here in Full Metal. And Adelaide, you did know me in Full Metal because I took on Albert that one time and won.
Hell yeah! That's interesting, but you gotta win. You gotta win.
I did, but I'm excited to be here. My last season only got 1 win, but I had some close matches. My losses. This one, I had a lot going on these last few weeks, new jobs and all that. So I did do some studying, not as much as I would like, but I still like to think I'm very knowledgeable, except for mixed bag because that's evil. But we'll see. Ryan's a great competitor, and I'm happy to be here.
All right. Well, glad to hear from you. We'll be back with you in 1 second as we speak to your opponent, Mr. Ryan Permison. Ryan, again to you also. Welcome back. I know it's been a long time since you've been at Full Metal Geek, but like I said, it's a brand new season, a clean slate. You're 0-0. We don't have to worry about what happened in season 1. You're here in season 3. How you feeling?
I feel good. It's good to be back here. I like that. I like Full Metal in general. I like Full Metal Geek. Some really good questions, good categories, and we've all been geek fans for a number of years. Some of us may be a bit more knowledgeable than others, and that's okay. There's no shame in that. So I'm just going to try to put my best foot forward and hopefully have a good debut here. Let's see how it goes.
All right. I like the sound of it. Both of these gentlemen are ready to go. So let's go ahead and get it started. Gentlemen, of course, we start this match as always with round number 1. Round number 1 will work like this. Each of you will receive 10 questions from throughout our world of Geek. Each question, you'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer. Once time is up, you will reveal and vocalize your answer. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. If either or both of you go perfect in this round, there is a bonus question available. And keep in mind, gentlemen, for the entire match, please keep your hands and boards visible at all times. You have 3 repeats and 1 challenge available to both of you. Richard, are you ready?
I am.
Ryan, are you ready?
Okay, let's ride. Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start this match with Adelaide's favorite category, and that's going to be in the category of superhero movies. These are movies that we put into Geek that just don't fall into anything else. And your question: what superhero movie features characters Clytus, Dale Arden, Hans Zarkov, Prince Baron, and Prince Volton?
I have a funny story about this movie, but I'll say it in the next question.
Okay.
But I do love this category. Again, fringe, mixed bag, all that shit, that's my jam.
5,
and I love
4,
that they're here.
3, 2, 1, and pens down. I'm glad you love it. And we start with Richard.
I said Hellboy and the Golden Army.
And Ryan.
Jonah Hex.
Both incorrect. Gentlemen, y'all need to look over your categories. This is Flash Gordon. Those two movies don't even qualify for this category. I am ashamed. This is going to be a long night for both of you if that's how we're going to start. Adelaide, give him the next question before I give him more shit.
Next question comes in the category of DC. I think that's what Jonah Hex is. What is the name of Arthur's mother in Joker? So Flash Gordon is in the Full Metal Deep Cut list. And because of that, I am watching it tonight for the first time.
Good luck with that.
Terrified. Mortified even.
I would be as well. I refuse to sit down and watch this. 5, 4,
Hear
3,
that, players? Flash Gordon.
2, 1. Pens down. We start this time with Ryan.
Mary.
And Richard.
Penny.
Penny is the correct answer.
Good pull, man.
Right. Richard getting that first point. As we get into question number 3, this gentleman is coming in the category of Star Wars. Who does Vader test the carbonite freezing machine on before trying to trap Luke in The Empire Strikes Back?
You're taking the only categories I like.
This is why I ask the questions this certain way, just to mess with you a little bit.
This is targeted. I feel attacked.
Actually, no. Most of the time, I don't plan this. You can blame the order that Robert always.
We blame Robert. That is the group decision.
3, 2, 1. It's my go-to move, and let's start with Richard.
Han Solo.
And Ryan.
That would be Han Solo.
Both correct.
We're Han duo, actually. Next question, category of Star Trek. In the Star Trek series, what is the name of the no-win scenario simulation for Starfleet cadets?
You know, I'm just going to say I have heard this name outside of Star Trek, and I did not know it belonged to Star Trek.
So you just met someone in college, just name this, and you're like, oh, that's an interesting name.
No, I remember hearing it maybe like when I was like a teenager, honestly. And that was so long ago now that I think about it, and I'm going to stop talking about it. 5, 4, 3.
Is this in Power Rangers?
1. No, I don't remember where I heard it. I really don't. Let's go to Ryan.
Kobayashi Maru.
And Richard.
I mispronounced it. I put Koboroshi Maru. I said it
okay,
weirdly.
so Richard, that's not close enough. Ryan, I will give it to you. I'm going to give you that. It's Kobayashi Maru, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, Ryan.
Okay.
It's close enough.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
All right,
gentlemen. So it's a tied game 2-2 as we get into question number 5, gentlemen. This is in the MCU. What song plays as Tony makes his dramatic entrance onto the stage at the start of Iron Man 2?
Iron Man 2. Underrated. I actually enjoy it.
Iron Man 2 better than Iron Man 3.
You're wrong. We already fought about this, but I stand by.
Iron Man 3 is the worst MCU movie. Fight me.
Go to hell. Justin Hammer, one of the best secondary villains in the MCU. Big fan. 3, 2, also one of the worst Russian accents in the MCU.
Big fan of Sam Rockwell. That's all I can say. Let's go to Richard.
I couldn't pull it, so I just put Seek and Destroy because that would be funny.
And Ryan.
I said Thunderstruck.
You know, Richard, you are a lot closer than you think because it's Shoot to Thrill.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yep. Richard, you were kind of on the right track.
All right.
But both incorrect.
So, I remember it now. Yeah. Shoot the Thrill. Way to kill. Yep.
Next question comes in the category of the worlds of DC, which will be yeeted in about 2 years. Who antagonizes El Diablo into helping the Suicide Squad fight in Suicide Squad?
You know what? This doesn't give away the answer because we are talking about El Diablo. Jay Hernandez, underrated actor. That guy should be in more movies. That's all I'm saying.
I was going to say antagonize is a bit of a loaded term because technically they're all antagonists.
You know what they mean. And 5, 4,
English
3,
jokes.
2, 1. Pens down. Ryan.
Deadshot.
And Richard.
I said Harley Quinn.
It was Deadshot.
That was my
All right.
second guess.
Ryan taking the lead 3-2 as we get into question number 7. This now comes in the category of comic book movies. These are movies that do not fall under any Marvel or DC. Who plays the nameless monk in Bulletproof Monk? I love this movie. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know why I love this movie.
It's been asked about a few times, and it's always my default answer of just like in this category. I don't fucking know. I think actually a question came up about it in my match against Andrea. So they say, yeah, it's just like it's a default. Fuck it, why not?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with Richard.
Still young fat.
And Ryan.
Yep, Chow Yun Fat.
Both correct.
I remember seeing the trailer for that movie.
Taking all the other categories.
I only remember Sean William Scott in that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Your next question comes in the category of Marvel movies, not in the MCU for the time being. What is Doc Ock's first name in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Keeping them on their toes.
On their toes. Like they were saying, though, what I love about this movie is this is in the early 2000s when Sean William Scott was trying to be an action star and not be Stifler, and it just did not work.
Sadly.
I have never seen American Pie, so I don't understand.
5, 4, 3, 2.
But you know it's great.
1. They are definitely a product of their time. That's all I can really say. Let's go to Ryan.
Octavia.
And Richard.
I had Octavia, and then I just switched it to Darlene because I thought Octavia was the last name.
Both incorrect. It was Olivia.
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 Man. Okay.
That's tough.
Yes, because Octavius was still the last name.
Yeah.
It was just first name change. All right. All right, gentlemen, your penultimate question. Oh, I'm sorry, pentultimate question. I accidentally said it right for once, but I love Robert too much not to say it wrong. Your pentultimate question is going to come in the category of Middle Earth. In The Two Towers, what is the name of the horse that saves Aragon after he falls off the cliff?
Oh, I love that classic, The Tower Towers.
Did I say The Tower Towers?
No, it's written like that in the document.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm so used to that movie. I did not even realize that he did that.
Oh, but speaking of American Pie, which I just still never seen, Jason Biggs is great in the first 2 seasons of Orange is the New Black. He's phenomenal.
4, 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to remember what I like him from besides American Pie. All right, pens down, and we start with Richard.
Shadowfast?
And Ryan.
Still playing forwards, but I know it's wrong. Gareth.
We're looking for Brago.
Brago. Wow. Okay.
Brago
Maego. Okay.
Extra in The Godfather. And your last question, because no perfect rounds, in the category of Wizarding World. In Deathly Hallows Part 2, Harry discovers that the Resurrection Stone is hidden inside what? This is a franchise.
This franchise is finally coming back to HBO Max for the month of June, so I'm excited about that.
Oh my god! Okay, so I need to wait.
Did you not see that announcement?
No.
Yeah, for the month of June, you're going to be able to watch all Harry Potter movies on HBO Max, and luckily, I get 2 weeks off before my summer semester in June, so I know what I'm doing. 3.
I have no excuse not to study now.
1. All right, and we go to Ryan.
Took a shot in the dark. Gringotts Bank.
And Richard.
The Golden Snitch.
We will accept Golden Snitch.
Oh.
Specifically, it was the Golden Snitch from his first Quidditch match, but we just needed the fact that it was the Golden Snitch.
Oh, wow.
So with that, Richard does tie it up at the end of round 1. It is 4-4 as we get into round number 2. Round number 2 will work like this, gentlemen. We now have a wheel for y'all. This wheel has 10 slices on it, 8 categories, and hero and villain's pick. You'll each get a spin at the wheel. Whatever category you land on has 5 questions, each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can go to multiple choice. However, it takes the value down to 1. You are awarded 1 respin. However, if you land on villain's pick, you cannot use it. Keep in mind for this match, for this round, there is stealing available. So it is a tie game, but Richard, you are the favorite. So once I show you both the wheel, you can decide whether you like to spin first or defer to your opponent. And here comes that wheel right now. Gentlemen, your categories for today are going to be graphic novel movies, DC, MCU, Middle Earth, Wizarding World, Star Trek, Marvel, and superhero movies. So, Richard, after hearing the categories, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I will defer.
All right, deferring to his opponent. Ryan, this will be your spin. And it lands on Star Trek. I'm guessing you're going to keep it?
Yep, let's keep it.
All right, keeping Star Trek. All right, and gentlemen, remember, both of you keep your hands visible at all times during this round. Adelaide, whenever you are ready, please give the questions to Ryan.
I will try to butcher these.
Okay.
All right, Ryan, your first question in Star Trek. Who is the first to fire upon Klingons to stop them from harming Uhura in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Five, 4, 3.
John Harrison.
That is correct for 2 points. What is the Vulcan ritual of purging emotion called?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Ponfar, B, Faltor Pan, C, Sigma La, or D, Kolinar.
A as an animal.
That is incorrect. Richard, for the 1 point.
It is the Kolinar. The D.
That is correct.
Mm.
All right, Ryan, your third question. What planet does the opening senatorial scene of Star Trek Nemesis take place on?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Remus, B, Ivor, C, Colaris, or D, Romulus.
D, Romulus.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
Your penultimate question. Gwyneth Walsh and Barbara March played the Klingon Duras sisters in what Star Trek movie?
Multiple choice on that one.
All right, your options are A, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, B, Star Trek Generations, C, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, or D, Star Trek Insurrection.
Repeat the question and the options, please.
All right.
One repeat.
Yep. Gwyneth Walsh and Barbara March play the Klingon Duras sisters in what Star Trek movie? Your options are A, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, B, Star Trek Generations, C, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, or D, Star Trek Insurrection.
C, Star Trek, The Undiscovered Country.
That is incorrect. Richard, for the 1 point steal, your options are A, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, B, Star Trek Generations, C, Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, or D, Star Trek Insurrection.
This is Star Trek Insurrection?
That is also incorrect. Looking for Star Trek Generations.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
All right.
Ryan, your last question.
Mhm.
In what California city are the nuclear vessels located in the voyage home?
I'll ask him when he comes in.
Voyage home. Nuclear license. Nuclear license.
Hey, come on, Kitty. Come on.
Can you
Come
give me
on,
one second?
Graysby.
Sorry.
Come on. Let's
Mom,
go.
I'm on the computer.
There's a lot of cats laying around.
I apologize.
I lost my place.
I'll give you a few extra seconds for that.
Yeah. Where are the? Did you say what city? Is it city or location?
Will you give him a free repeat? Because that commotion
I'll
probably
give,
messed him
no
up.
problem. I'll give
Okay,
you.
yeah.
I'll give the free repeat. We'll give a technical on that one. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Adelaide.
All right. So Ryan, in what California city are the nuclear vessels located in the voyage home?
San Francisco, California.
That is incorrect. Richard for a 2-point steal.
So, what California city? City. Los Angeles.
It is also incorrect. Looking for Alameda.
Oh my God, man! I should have checked the multiple choice.
All right. Ryan getting his score up to 7 with his round. Richard with that 1 point steal is at 5. Big opportunity for Richard if he gets a good spin. We bring up the wheel again.
I apologize, Ryan, for that happening.
It's all right.
All right. And Richard, this will be your spin. And it lands on Star Trek, so that's going to be a free respin. Doesn't count as your respin. And lucky you, because now it's Hero's Pick.
Wow.
So, Richard, do you need a reminder of the categories, or you know where you're going?
I'm stuck between two, so I don't need a reminder. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to do. I'm going to go Wizarding World.
All right, Wizarding World. Get down to that. And just a reminder, keep your hands visible, gentlemen. Richard, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your first question in the Wizarding World. What word does Hermione first use to describe Wizard's chest in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Barbaric.
That's correct for 2 points and the tie. Your next question to take the lead. How old was the memory of Tom Riddle in the Chamber of Secrets?
Ooh. $16?
That is correct for 2 points and the lead.
Great pull.
It's either 16 or 17. Take a shot.
Your next question. Who does Dumbledore say place the cup within the maze in the Goblet of Fire?
Mad-Eye Moody.
That's correct for another 2 points.
I do that in quotation marks.
No problem. Your fourth question. Who was Harry's date to Slughorn's Christmas party in The Half-Blood Prince?
Luna Lovegood.
That's correct for another 2 points.
It's ready to steal that too.
And your final question for the clean sweep. What does Harry do with the Elder Wand after he talks with Ron and Hermione on the bridge at the end of the Deathly Hallows Part 2?
He snaps it in half and throws it off the bridge or whatever their platform is.
That is correct for 2 points and the clean sweep.
Great sweep, man. Jeez.
All right. So it is now 15-7 as we get into round number 3. Round number 3 will work like this. We have another wheel for you, gentlemen. This wheel now only has 6 categories on it, each with 3 questions, a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. You will each get 3 spins at this wheel, 1 for each question value. If you get the question right, you will get those points. If you get them wrong, nothing happens. We will stay with the competitor who is behind until they take the lead. Now, keep in mind, a category can be spun more than once as long as it is in a different point value. And keep in mind, you are awarded 1 respin in this round, but only 1. So if you respin on your 3-pointer, you cannot respin on the 5. Whatever you land on the first spin is what you get. So, Ryan, you are behind. So we are going to start with you right after I introduce the wheel. So, gentlemen, your categories in round 3 for today are going to be comic book movies, MCU, superhero movies, Star Wars, graphic novel movies, and Star Trek. Ryan, this is your 2-point spin. It is away. And it lands in Star Wars. Would you like to keep that for 2 points or use your respin?
I'm going to keep it.
All right. Keeping it. And Ryan, just a reminder for this round, you have 2 repeats left. Your question for 2 points.
Yep.
In Star Wars. In Rise of Skywalker, what two characters take the Falcon to the core system to get help in the Battle of Exegol?
Finn and Poe.
That is incorrect. Looking for Lando Calrissian and Chewbacca.
Oh,
So this is the situation we are in. Ryan does still have his 3-pointers and 5-pointers available. However, he cannot miss any more questions. If he misses either of his questions, Richard will win via TKO. So Ryan, we bring back up the wheel for you. This is going to be for 3 points. All categories are eligible. And this time it lands in superhero movies. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Just keep it.
All right. All right, for 3 points to stay in the game. What power does Will's best friend Layla have in Sky High?
She has the ability like to control plants and like make things grow and stuff.
That is an acceptable answer for 3 points.
Okay.
All right. So this is Ryan's 5-pointer, still in the same situation. If he hits it, he will tie Richard, forcing Richard to answer a question to win. If he misses, Richard will win via TKO. Ryan, this is your 5-pointer spin. And it lands on Star Wars once again. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Spin again.
All right, using your respin, whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from. And it's going to be Trek.
All right. All right.
And you do still have 2 repeats available. Here we go. For 5 points to stay in the game, the category of Star Trek. In Wrath of Khan, when Bones gives Kirk glasses for his birthday, Bones says he usually recommends what medication to patients Kirk's age? Five.
Repeat the question.
Second repeat. In Wrath of Khan, when Bones gives Kirk glasses for his birthday, Bones says he usually recommends what medication to patients Kirk's age?
I think you may have got this one, Richard. I'm going to say aspirin.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, Richard Schwartz. We're looking for Retinax 5. Retinax 5.
Never would have pulled that. Never would have pulled
Retinax
that.
5. All right, let's go ahead and talk to these competitors real quick. First, just talking to Ryan. Ryan, man, it was a tough break there, man. That Star Trek. You think you should have gone to multiple choice a couple more times?
You mean in round 2?
Yeah, in round 2.
Yeah, probably. But, it is what it is. I mean, I still got some points in there, so I didn't, completely, stink up the joint, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't it wasn't terrible. It wasn't great either, but somewhere in the middle. But, yeah, I probably could have checked multiple choice on Star Trek. In Star Wars, with round 3, I was thinking of the opening scene when they were, what is it called, light speed jumping with Finn and Poe. So I was thinking of that when they were trying to get help or trying to get, meet up with the spy or whatever it was. So I got confused. That's on me. Sorry. I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker in a hot minute. That's on me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have stuck with Star Wars for my 5-pointer. Maybe I would have gotten something from the original trilogy. I don't know.
No, yeah, you never know with that round 3. That's round 3 is what makes all the difference. But you know what, man? That doesn't mean you're done this season. Everyone who loses their first match is definitely going to get another match as we go in later into the season. It just may be a while. But like I said, dude, we know you know your geek stuff. Today just was one of those days that, like, you know, it just wasn't in your wheelhouse. And like I said, with all those mixed bag movies now coming to the forefront, instead of being in one category, there are 3 different categories. It's hurting a lot of people. So I feel you on that, man. But like I said, you're a hell of a competitor. You're a good friend. I know eventually when the Power Ranger questions come up in superhero movies, you will be there to answer those questions.
Yes.
So
For all 3 movies, yes, I will be there front and center. But yeah, no, in all respect though, this was a good match. Richard played great. At round 2, he just killed it. Like, the guy knows his Wizarding World like nobody's business. It's crazy. There's like 80 movies in that franchise, or at least it feels like it to me. But he kills it on every one. So my hat's off to you, Richard. Good match, man. Great pulls, great, good questions, good times, and I was happy to be here. I hope to come back again soon.
all right, man. Well, we will definitely see you next time. For now, great match. You take care.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Richard real quick. Richard, we've had these conversations off camera.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I know you were disappointed in your round 1, but hell of a round 2.
Yeah.
Hell of a round 2.
Yeah, I was a little bummed. Mispronunciation of Kobayashi Maru. I knew as soon as I wrote it, it wasn't gonna be right, just because I was having a brain fart of how to pronounce it, and I knew, it had to be close, and I knew it wasn't close. So, and and the mixed bags, I definitely got to catch up on that. But Wizarding World, I was lucky to get Heroes pick. I was glad I chose Wizarding World. I was a little hesitant because of Fantastic Beasts. It's my weakest out of that category, but I got the ones I liked, my favorite books. I read the books religiously, so it's confident. And then Ryan played a good game too. He's just, unfortunately, round 3 didn't help, which it happens. Round 3 bit me in the butt a couple times as well. So I'm just happy to get my first win now in this new season. New start, undefeated.
No, yeah, you're literally starting off the same way you did last time. Last time you started with the loss, but your first win was a TKO against Albert, and now you got another TKO under your belt. But you got quite the task ahead of you now, because winning this match, you will now be facing Antonio Chavez. How do you feel about that?
Oh, he's a good competitor. It's going to be fun. I definitely got to be doing some mixed bag studying for prepping that. But yeah, it should be a fun match.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
hopefully one day I can have a good round 1 and round 2. One day.
Well, hopefully that'll be the next match. But Richard, always good to see you. Congratulations on your win, and we'll see you at that next match. Adelaide, how'd you feel about that match today?
I feel like it was a match. Richard played a very strong round 2 game, maximizing on point opportunities. Unfortunately, just Ryan not knowing track as well as he thought he did, and of course that 5. It's a tough pull. 5s are always tough, and when you're pushed to it, it's a big ask. Yeah. But Antonio should watch out. He still played a great match against Castor earlier this season. But if Richard studies his mixed bag, that's a massive advantage he has over most of this roster.
Yeah, absolutely. Study your mixed bag, everybody. You really should.
Yeah.
I can't stress it enough this season. Study your mixed bag categories. Well, that does it here for everyone tonight on this match of Full Metal Geek. Make sure you do all the nice things for us. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those nice things. Even give us a thumbs down. Honestly, at this point, a reaction is a reaction, and I'm okay with any of them. For everybody here, for Ryan, for Richard, for my co-host Adelaide, I've been your host, RJ, the Red Ranger, Rene Villarreal Jr. I think I keep forgetting to say that at the beginning. Yeah, I do. I always do. I don't introduce myself at the beginning, and I probably should. But anyways, we will see you guys next time here at Full Metal Geek.